Welcome to another new creature review. Today we're checking out Transformers Premier Edition Transformers The Last Night Crosshairs. Let's check out his box. Right, we have, as usual, the big product window in the front. We have a bust of Crosshairs right here. Transformers logo, Premier Edition. On this side, we have Deluxe Class, Transformers, and the Autobot logo. And on this side, we have a bigger picture of Crosshairs with Crosshairs, Rogue Sharpshooter. Cool. When I bought this was, I bought this on Amazon, and I believe it was from a Chinese reseller. So I have a lot of Chinese writing here. I don't know what it says. But I decided to review this guy because Crosshairs is starting to make a little comeback at the Ross stores. You'll see 2 or 3 of them at the store every now and then. So if you don't have this guy and you're looking for him, go pick him up at Ross. This is cool. Crosshairs, 12 steps. You have our product shot right there. Also look for Bumblebee, Strafe, and I don't know if there's something else underneath this sticker right here. GM Official. There's your Hasbro logo right there. Nothing on the bottom. And we have the Entourage on the top. All right, let's take a look at what's in the box. In the Chinese version, it comes with 2 versions of the instructions. This one has some Chinese writing on the bottom, but it's the exact same thing. So it has a gloss finish on it, though. This one is a matte finish, but it has the exact same directions in 12 steps, so you're not really missing anything. All right, and his accessories, he comes with 2 of these little handguns right here. On one side, they're both pretty much the same. On one side we have some really nice molding, some nice detail, but on the other side it's hollow. Hello. But we have our 5mm peg, and if you face them inward, it doesn't really look that bad. So on this side it's just a mirror image, so they're both hollow on one side, just depending on which hand you decide to put them in. All right, let's take a look at Crosshairs. Let's look at his details. There isn't very much paint on this guy, but I still like him because he has a lot of nice molding. You see in his forearms we have, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks cool. And there's some texturing right here on his bicep. Looks kind of like gears maybe. And then through his abdomen right here, that looks really cool. Then on his thighs, we have a little bit of silver accent right there, but it's still hollow on the inside. So, and you can see where the mushroom peg goes in right there. It's cool. It's not that bad. I really like this this trench coat. That was my favorite part about this character. He has this trench coat. That was really cool. It would be cool if it could flow in the wind like in the movie. But I mean, it's a toy. So I mean, we have so many limitations. It's a piece of plastic. Too bad. All right, he has goggles up here, and I wish they would have gone through the trouble of painting this, just like a little bit of gray paint right there, even if they hit it with some silver, you know, just something so that the mold would pop out just a little bit more. But I mean, I know how to paint. I have little paint brushes. I can go in here anytime I want and hit these with a wash and get these details to pop out a little bit more. It would be nice if they did it, but it's no skin off my back. All right, let's look at his articulation. His head, I think, is on a swivel, but when I turn it, it kind of does a little bit of a rock. So I'm wondering if there's a ball joint in there that's just severely hindered. He can't look very far left or right. He can do that, and he can do that. His arms, his shoulders they have a forward rocker that kind of, I think maybe those are for transformation. It's been a while since I've transformed this guy, but there is a swivel in there. I don't see a ball joint. Yeah, but this piece kind of swivels down and up, and there's a hinge that allows his arm to go about that far, and there is a bicep swivel at the bottom. This is a double jointed elbow. It can close up that much, and it can actually go pretty far down too, so ouch. But it's good. His wrists are on a mushroom peg right there that will spin all the way around. His shoulder pads can go up and down too. So if they're kind of in the way, or you have a preference to push them down, these wheels will also fold back and forward, just depending on how much you want him clustered up. So that, I guess that's for transformation. But you can do that. And then it looks nice and uniform. This Trenchcoat skirt right here, it's just a hinge. So they hinge out like this, and there's a hinge that allows it to go in and out like this. And they have a flap right here in the front that folds in for transformation. Let's see. He does not have a hip swivel, but he doesn't need it. His leg is on a swivel and a hinge. There is a rotation at the top of the knee. Allow him to do that. It is a single jointed knee that'll allow that much bend. He can kick that far forward, and because of his transformation kibble, he can only kick that far back. Too bad, so sad. He can tip his foot forward for transformation because it's supposed to hide, but it doesn't tip back, and there is no rocker. But he does have a heel spur that you can put away if you want to. I don't know why you'd want to do that for his bot mode, but hey, you do what you want to do. All right, this I should address this now because I don't know if you look closely right in there. I put some little plastic hair rubber bands in there from my daughter's drawer, because this foot will just flop if you don't have something in there kind of tightening up the loose area. It just flops to the point where he can't stand at all. So that is a QC issue probably that you want to address with this figure. Check if his ankles are strong. If they're not strong, put something in there. You could put some floor shine in there. You could do the super glue trick where you drop in a drop real quick and just keep it moving until it shores up. But do something, because he will not stand if he doesn't have something keeping that ankle tight. And that's unfortunate, because this is a pretty cool figure as it stands. All right, let's zoom back out and let's get some size comparisons in. Here are a couple from his line. Here's the Last Night Voyager Optimus Prime and the Last Night Bumblebee. Get some Studio Series in here. We have Studio Series Leader Class Grimlock and Studio Series Voyager Class Optimus Prime. From Power of the Primes, we have San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Optimus Primal and Prime Master Micronus in the Cloudburst decoy armor. Reviewed these guys yesterday. We got the White Wolf and Falcon. And we'll get some other guys here. We got 66 Action Mega Man, Fat Mojo Scrooge McDuck, WWE Ultimate Warrior, Lady Urbosa Amiibo. Alright, why not? We'll have the Iron Man Sentry from Spider-Man Homecoming and Marvel Studios Hulkbuster. Alright, let's get this guy transformed. Here he is in alt mode, and I have said before that I really like the Michael Bay transformations from the Last Night forward. So the Last Night and Studio Series, these figures they just turned out really well. I love how both the bot mode and the alt mode look very intentional. It looks like this, honestly, I mean, look at this. This looks like a car. It doesn't look like a transformer trying to be a car. And that's such an amazing thing to me that they put all that engineering into this to make it look like a very cohesive piece of plastic. All the lines shore up really nice and tight. All of the panels, they come together with very little gap. Like there's little to no gap on this guy. And as usual, there he is. Say hello. Hello. But it looks like the car that it's supposed to be. It looks like a Corvette, and it's not rolling nice on this, but all the wheels touch and all the wheels are rolling. It's not going to cooperate, but it feels good. Nothing feels like it's coming apart. It doesn't feel like the tabs are coming loose or anything. This is a very good alt mode right here. Let's get in close on these details here. We've got our custom paint job right here. The can't see that. The windshield is kind of a translucent plastic. You can almost see through it. And there's like a little bit of a metal fleck in it. It's like a dark black yellow with a metal fleck, and it's the same right here on his headlights too. They painted the rims. That's nice. They roll really nice. Now, see, I wish they would have put a little more effort into painting these logos. They went through the trouble of getting all this licensure through GM, and they didn't paint anything. It says Corvette right there, and you've got the Corvette wings, but you can barely see it. All they had to do was just put a little bit of, just dry brush some silver on it. And even though the wings wouldn't have been the right color, at least you'd be able to see it. But that's okay. We've got our tail lights right there. I think if they would have put like a little silver on the inside of those two, that would look nice. Let's see. Yeah, just little things like this. If they would have put like a little wash in there. But all in all, this is a really nice alt mode right here. That is definitely, if I go through a phase of wanting to post these guys in alt mode on my shelf, I'm starting with my Michael Bay Transformers because these look so good. All right, I'm going to get this guy transformed back into bot mode. I forgot real quick, there is a place to store his guns on the underside of his bot mode or his alt mode. There's a little, can't really, there, right there. There's a little slot right there, and the tab is on the bottom of his clip, and you can just if it'll cooperate. There we go. There's one, and the other one goes right here. And they stay nice. They're nice and out of the way. I like storage when the storage makes sense. It's out of the way, you don't see it. It is nice. So we don't have to worry about it anymore. We know where it is. Where are his guns? Right under here. All right, let me get this transformed. All right, here he is back in bot mode. I love this figure. I don't know what it is about him. He's just really, there's so much character in this figure. There's, you know, I might, it might be an unfair judgment because I have an affinity towards this character in the movies. I just love all the style he has. He just, you know, he flips up his little trench coat fenders right here and pulls out these twin guns and just starts shooting stuff. You know, I mean, it's a really cool figure. He's a really cool character. The portrayal's really nice. It could use more paint. I think that's the big thing. I had getting him back from alt mode. I had a little bit of trouble around the top area, just untabbing things. But I mean, that's I mean, depending on your opinion, that's a good or a bad thing because I like it when my figures tab up really nice. It's not going to fall apart on me. That's cool. But I also don't like it when I have to force things out of the way. So I had a little bit of trouble with that, but not to the point of not to the point of disappointment. So, all right, that's it for my review. Tell me what you think in the comments below of this guy, of this review. Tell me, did you have a hard time finding him? And if you are collecting the Last Night figures, I do encourage you to try to get down to your local Ross store. They have some really cool stuff there, and it's just the most unexpected thing. When I first got back into collecting, when I heard go to Ross, check out what they have. I said, you guys are nuts, you know, but lo and behold, I've gotten a good amount of my collection from Ross. So, yeah, tell me what your experiences are trying to find this and your other figures. I will have a link in the description to my Instagram so you can see more pictures of this guy in action, as well as a link to my Facebook page. Go ahead and check that out. If you like this review, give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the notification button, you will see when I have more videos up. And that will be good, hopefully, for you and for me. All right. Thanks for watching.